Anyway, so if you summon Cerberus, its skill is Counter Rockets, one of the few GF skills that does not do damage to the enemy. It casts double and triple on every party member.
I see.
Nice.
Not bad.
Yeah, so it's useful if you're going up against an enemy that is weak against magic, and you don't have any attack junction to the element that's weak against. And I'm again fighting against the my tendency to fill up character spell lists. Like, can I dump these spells off on you? Thank you.
I didn't practice these spells, you may have them.
Take all these useless spells that are actually pretty important.
Well, they're not useless, they're just not as useful as the other ones.
Yeah, they're good, but they're not this good.
Okay, so there is one key left, and I believe I need that key to get in there. Good news is that it's somewhere around here. Now, what was this?
What was that?
It's Cerberus again. No, not really.
No, not that. It's when I heard a sound.
That's the monster's cry. This is called Triface, but I think it's funny that I'm fighting this thing, which also has 3 heads and a tail, in the exact same spot where we fought Cerberus.
It's Cerberus' little brother.
This is another one of the game's more powerful enemies. I showed the whole fight because it didn't last that long. I think Rinoa did the... You see, this shows me that the random number generator is not that random, because I think Rinoa just did the exact same amount of damage twice in a row. Yes. Yes, also, this enemy is significant because the item it gives you often, Curse Spikes. Well, there's a reason why you'll want to gather up a bunch of them, 100 to be precise. Yes.
Yeah, I guessed it right.
Good job in this game.
Okay, I didn't use the Speed Junction scroll yet because basically the guide that I've been using to determine who gets what GFs, I didn't have it handy, so I didn't know how that would work into the plan, so that's why I didn't use it yet. I've now gone for more than 30 hours on this game.
Yeah. Not even halfway through.
Yes, my playtime on my most recent playthrough was like 55-23 or something. It's going to be a lot higher this time because I'm doing side quests that I didn't do that time.
Yeah.
I see.
Like I'm playing Final Fantasy VII and I'm still on the first disc and I've already done like 30 hours.
Wow. Yeah, like, I totally ignored all of the card game stuff last time, so... There's a particularly time-consuming
Here's the last card key. It'll
game-related
open the lock on the
side
elevator.
quest.
The sorceress's room
And
is
it's
on the top
time-consuming
floor.
for all the
Good
wrong
luck,
reasons.
guys.
I see. We'll
So-
get to that one.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to doing that one. So... There are more loops that you can get involved in now when you have the third key. And in fact, it's weird, there are some doors that, like, if I went up to them before, like in the beginning of the dungeon, and I pressed X, it just wouldn't open, but it wouldn't say that it was locked either, so I just figured, oh, those doors just don't open, period. But then when you get one of the keys, they do unlock. Like the ones at the end of the halls in these screens.
It's kind of strange.
That's like slightly annoying.
Yes. It is annoying. Like that door that I just went in.
Back here again?
Yeah. I'm like, okay, well, this needed the third key, so maybe this goes where I need it to go. And alas, it does not.
Please.
And it's like, great. I thought I knew, you know, it seemed like the first part was going pretty smoothly. I was, you know, maybe making a couple wrong turns, but at least I was keeping track of where I was going. Now it's like, yep, all of these loops. And Odin phones another death
What would say is your best battle theme? What's your favorite battle theme exit line? Like this one or Final Fantasy VII's theme?
law. Oh, I like this one better.
Okay.
And Squall got another elemental defense junction stat. As you can see, if you actually, what I just did there was I junctioned Shell to elemental defense, which gives you 20% protection against every element.
Awesome.
And that winds up coming in very handy pretty soon. Because note that I already had 80% protection against ice. 80 plus 20 is 100, so Squall is now immune to ice.
Was that somebody might be giving him the cold shoulder?
Well, yes, and it's useful considering who we have coming up as a boss. And what she did to him last time.
Yes. We all remember that.
Speaking of Edea,
The showdown.
Speak to the devil.
but first we must save the game.
Just
That's
in case
smart
we
to
die.
fight without saving.
And heal people, of course.
Good old succession of witches. That's the theme of this.
Yeah, I know.
It's a good theme too. Kind of creepy and fits.
Going onto this screen starts this battle.
Oh, you guys shouldn't have.
Yes,
I was
Cypher, you
gonna
would have
come
liked
visit
that.
you
That would
at
have meant that you were
my
part
home.
of the invading force. Shut up. But instead we are.
Did you guys come to fight Matron after all she's done for us?
Why should we kill her? I mean, it's not like she tried to kill us.
Rinoa, what are you doing here? You're gonna fight me too? Come on, remember a year ago we...
Stop
And
it!
Cypher's like, hey, we
Hey,
we slept
you're a
together, we
Galbadian
can't
student.
fight now.
Get over
At least
here.
I think that's the implication. I'm happy right here. Thank you. It's too late, Cypher. You can't mess with our minds. For the other three characters. To us, you're just another enemy. Like one of those monsters. I just hope... I hope
You're
that I
comparing
had us
me
record
to
all
one
of
of
those
them?
lines, rather than trying to guess who I'd have in the party.
I ain't no monster. I'm the sorceress's knight. And look at you, attacking
Swarm?
like a swarm.
I'd hardly call 3 people a swarm.
You guys are the monsters.
Like a Triforce.
Well, who has which one?
Let's go after them monsters.
Who has which one, though?
I don't know.
Who are you talking to, Cypher? So, Cypher is slightly stronger this time than he was last time, but you have a party this time. And he really doesn't have that many hit points.
choppy, shooty, shooty.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot of strategy to win this battle.
Just like before, Squall's kind of weak.
What do you mean Squall's kind of weak?
I mean,
Show me what you got. I'll show you who's
You
the
mean
better man.
Cypher's kind of weak?
yeah, Cypher. What am I talking about? S, Cypher, Squall. So a lot of S.
I got another pretty good, yeah, in general, when you face a boss, make sure to steal from it if you have the mug ability, because bosses tend to give up the best items. I just got 8 Mega Phoenixes from Cypher. Mega Phoenix revives all party members.
Ready to die,
Well,
Squall?
in practice, of
Kneel
course, it
before
can't
me.
revive more than 2, but it's still better than 1. It's the Hurricane Spin from Wind Waker.
That's not really effective.
Actually, that did do a fair amount of damage. That was almost 1,000.
Well, I mean, yeah, but we got like more than 1,000, so we're good.
And unfortunately, it doesn't make Cypher dizzy.
Is that all you got? I can't be beaten.
Like I said, it's ballet.
But it reminds me of Link's Hurricane Spin for Wind Waker, which does make him dizzy.
Yeah, I kind of weird.
Because Link doesn't do ballet. Cypher does. Simple as.
Well, whenever a boss uses a healing item, you know it probably doesn't have that many hit points left.
It just drags up the fight.
Well, we all know that Cypher that Cypher's bark is a lot worse than his
This
bite.
can't be. Why?
Cypher is like my
It's alright.
I think Cypher is. I think he's kind of supposed to play that role, like all bluster and not really much power behind it.
She's been consumed by darkness.
Or she's just teleporting through the floor.
For no reason.
The auditorium is right below. So, let's stretch out the end of the second disc. That is not, in fact, the final battle, because Edea decides she's going somewhere else.
Give it a more final battle arena-esque. I don't know.
Well, I mean, that looked kind of like a final battle arena.
True.
Not that the place where we end up isn't one also, but... I mean, it's an interesting choice. Do you want to end this phase of the story the way that is expected, or do you want to draw out the tension a bit more? Of course, I do something to ruin the tension completely, which you will see soon.
I mean, if the game were actually ended on this, it would be kind of alright. I mean, it would be an ending to the game, at least, if it ended at this point.
Oh yes, I now have the recover ability. And I'm going to set that to demonstrate how awesome it is. And I'm going to have it set on someone for most of the game, because it's just that good. And I decided to talk to Cypher just to see what he'd say, if he'd say
We
anything.
made you well good, Cypher.
The thing I don't like about this part is I don't think the game makes it that clear where you're supposed to go next.
I mean, it says right below, but...
Well, how do you get right below is the question. Going down. There is one area that I show off just for the purpose of, like, oh, remember this place.
I think you should just try to get all the items that you can. Can you come back here later on in the game, or is it just at that you can't get back in?
I do not believe you can ever come back here. Oh, remember this room?